So I just dropped this video. It says Milky Way cheats and liars cry malware. Okay, so these people won't shut up about FMP. They keep saying that it's malware. That's all they're saying too. They have no proof to back that up. They have no evidence of that. They're just like, it's malware, it's malware, it's malware, right? So right after I dropped this video exposing them, saying how they're just claiming FMP as malware because they're afraid of FMP and they're losing customers to FMP because FMP is better. Guess what happens? The chat section blows up. Let's take a look at this. FMP is malware, my guy, with the bro lingo, cringe lamau, lame lamafau, my guy, blood, bruh. Okay, so this one says FMP is malware, right? They don't have any evidence. They don't have anything to prove anything. It's just, it's malware, it's malware, it's malware. It sounds like, oh my goodness, it sounds like CNN or something. Unless you don't like your PC. Oh, whoops, why did I click on this loser's page? Oh man, now I lost the comments. Oh, here they are. Oh, nice and big. Okay. I didn't mean to click on that. Okay, Milky Way is better. Don't use FMP. You get malware. Look, this is from Luke YouTube. But we'll come back to that. This one's going to be interesting, right? Don't use FMP. Use Milky Way. Better and no malware. They sound like a broken record. A bunch of parrots here. Nah, but Milky just better than FMP, especially if you don't want malware. Tell me this isn't Luke again on an account called Milky Better Than FMP. Somebody literally went through the trouble of making an account called Milky Better Than FMP. Why would they do that? Why do they care? They care so much about everyone's computer that they suddenly want to protect everyone from the supposed malware. Such liars, right? Then here's Luke YouTube again. Milky Way the goat, Milky Way better, don't use FMP, get malware. So he's literally replying to to somebody called Milky Way the goat, which I would bet you anything is also him on another account. I bet you Luke YouTube is the same as Milky Better Than FMP, is same as Milky the goat right here. I mean, obviously, and they're Milky Way users and staff and walking billboards for Milky Way. What else are they going to say on a video where Milky Way is being exposed for the trash that it is? Okay. Milky Way better, don't use FMP. You get malware. Milky Way better, don't use FMP. You get malware. Same exact comment. FMP is malware from Luke again. Like, this guy's obsessed. The Flying Milker. I know the Flying Milker is Luke. That is his name. That is another name of his. He's already proven to be a backstabbing rat. So I had to block him. Here is FMP is malware. Again, FMP is malware. Like, does this kid have a life? He's like the only one here commenting. Never use FMP, it's malware. Okay, that's somebody else. This person always comes in my live streams and just trash talks me. They are just somebody who's like sucking on another streamer's boobie. Okay, so don't listen to noobs. Like, okay, yeah, this person's an idiot because they're just always in this other person, always in this other streamer's chat, like with their nose up that streamer's butt, and that streamer is a advertiser for Milky Way. So Milky Way just better. Look, this is another one, literally another account named Milky Way just better. I swear this is Luke, okay? Nobody else is dumb enough to make like 50 accounts and sit here and spam my comment section. Well, then again, they probably are, but he's the first one. Okay, so don't use FMP unless you want malware. This is all they say. Like, they're like a broken record. They're like parrots, right? So I wonder what Master Milky would think if they knew you were one of the Milky Way staff members who introduced me to FMP. We'll get to more of that in a minute, but I just want to go through all these comments here. This is all the comments so far, and they keep coming. Don't use FMP unless you want malware for your birthday. This is different. FMP with a side of Russian malware, anyone? Don't use FMP, it's trash, use Milky Way instead. These are the same people, by the way, commenting over and over. Milky Way better than FMP, Milky Way better, FMP will get you malware. Okay, so now let's take this somewhere else. This is where they get it from. the Milky Way website. MilkyWayCheats.com is our only official website. Be cautious of similar looking domains as they are not affiliated with us and are 100% malicious, fraudulent, spreading malware. So this is put there, obviously, because Milky Way doesn't want you buying from any of their competitors. They only want you buying from them. So that's why they say, as they are not affiliated with us and are 100% malicious, fraudulent, spreading malware. Let's just look at this accusation for a second. This means that any similar looking website to Milky Way is 100% guaranteed malicious, fraudulent, spreading malware. How could they possibly know that? That means they would have to be on top of any new websites that are being made that are similar, that are competitors of them. They would actually have to have purchased and downloaded and installed these programs in order to know and test them and find out that they're malicious, fraudulent, spreading malware. You're telling me Milky Way has gone and bought all their competitor software and tried it out and found it to be malicious, fraudulent, spreading malware 100%? This is saying this is saying they're guaranteeing that if you go with anyone else, you are harming your computer. Just think of that statement. Like, they're literally claiming to know what is behind every other software that is not their own. No, this is just them putting a statement out there to make you afraid to go with any of their competitors. This is obvious. Like, do I even need to explain this or elaborate on this? I mean, maybe if you're like 5 years old and you don't see what this is, but I mean, the fact that this is even here, putting the 100%, and I would suggest, Milky Way, you change this, and I bet you might do it after you see this video to know how stupid you sound, claiming that you know 100% that these other websites are malicious. I don't know if you'll change it or not. Like, you didn't care what I said when I worked for you, so I don't know why you would care now, but maybe you'll just see how dumb you sound and what a liar you sound like. Anyway, let's move on to the good stuff, Master Milky. Let's show you some good stuff here. Remember Luke? Remember good old Luke, who used to be my friend or pretended to be my friend? Look at this right here. When I got kicked out of Milky Way, he says, oh, he feels bad. What are you going to do now? Right? And he messaged me, what are you going to do now? I said, being outcast from the DBD community for cheesing is one thing, but not being outcast from the hacking community as well. I might just take a break from all this because the headache isn't worth it. Only options would be, get a spoofer, get a deal with another hacking company, or quit, right? So he says, to be honest, a deal with another cheating company would be good, but if not, just get a spoofer. And then he says, did FMP ever answer your question? No. If you need help finding a company, I can try to help, because I reached out to I reached out to FMP because I didn't even know who FMP was. And after I got kicked out of Milky Way, I had Milky Way users saying, oh, well, try FMP, it's similar. So here we go with this, right? So then I'm talking to Luke, and look, he's trying to send me a different cheating software. This is called Chod's Cheats, right? He's like, I got you. See up here at the top, he's like, I got you. He's sending me Chod's Cheats, right? So that didn't turn out to be anything, but he's trying to send me different cheats, right? So then I say, I found a spoofer. Okay, spoofer, this, that, we're chatting. And then over here, he says, I said, do they have a spoofer? He says, I believe so, but FMP is the best you're going to get since you can't use Milky. So he's not telling me it's malware right here. He's not saying it's malware. And mind you, this is the same person who just flooded my comment section with it's malware from several different accounts, right? He's not telling me it's malware here. What, Luke? Did you want me to get malware on my computer? You just said FMP is the best you're going to get since you can't get Milky. So you're saying it's right underneath Milky. You're wrong about that because it's actually above Milky. It's better. But anyway, so he comes at me again. Yo, what's good? He said, I'm trying to get you a different cheat. I talked with someone, they know the dev of FMP. So this same guy, let's make this nice and big, is literally trying to get me FMP. This is when I didn't have it. This is when I had no cheese at all after I got kicked out of Milky Way. Their walking billboard, Milky Way's walking billboard. Let's get a good shot of this so everyone can see. I hope Milky Way's watching. Milky Way's own billboard right here is trying to get me FMP, right? The one that's saying it's malware, it's malware, it's malware, it's malware, it's malware, it's malware. Okay, right? So let's go. Let's go on for a little bit more, right? And you wanna put it out there. Let's put it out there. A bunch of slimy cockroaches, filthy little lying rats. And you know what else they did? They sit in my server. They would be in my Discord server. This is besides the point. And they'd be poaching. They'd be taking the people who are interested in FMP and secretly messaging them and saying, "Don't get FMP. It's malware. Here, come to Milky Way. We'll help you." Yeah, we know who was doing this. I could show you that screenshot as well, but I don't want to throw other people under the bus. But let's just say someone else that rhymes with Nia Shalipa was doing the same thing in my Discord server. Slimy scumbags. Okay, FMP. Yeah, look. So I said, he says FMP. Yeah. Chad Cheats no, I'm still trying to get you FMP. Look at, he says it right here. I'm still trying to get you FMP, but they don't give advertisers the cheat free. They are working on it though, I believe. So at that time, FMP didn't have any advertisers, and I believe I'm their only one at this time. But look how things worked out. Anyway, so he goes on. If he goes on, let's see. He was actually, excuse me. Let's go on. Right. So what happened with FMP, that other thing, right? Okay, no reply from either. This is when I was reaching out to people. I wasn't really getting replies for a while, maybe a week or so. So let's see. Look and see. He's saying, look and see if FMP answered you. He is more eager for me to get FMP than I am. I'm just like chilling. I'm like, oh, I reached out to these people, no response. Look, nothing from either. You know, he's like, wait, really? And he's trying, it's like he wants me to get FMP more than I even care to get it, right? So he's like, they live in Russia, they take time. Did they reply now? I said conversations back and forth with both FMP and Nirvana, nothing conclusive yet. He's so curious. He's like, what was FMP saying? I said, they're asking questions. He's like, about? What about? What about? I said, both Nirvana and FMP seem interested in trying, so I either have to pick one or possibly advertise for both. I don't know. So, like, at this point, I'm just like, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just reaching out to people that they told me that, like, this guy right here told me to reach out to, and he's trying to get it for me. Sorry, I'm just like stuttering a little bit. I woke up not too long ago, and I'm just trying to cram all this in here because I know long videos don't, you know, people don't have the attention span, sorry. For it. Anyway, FMP needs more, so they will end up saying yes, high chance. So he's still advocating here for me to get FMP, right? Look. Did they give you a key? Waiting, man. No one seems to be in a rush. They're in Russia. Yeah, it takes them long. I mean, okay, so they seem really interested. Okay, so, you know, like I said, he's more interested in me getting it than I am. Did they give you the key? Again, did they give you the key? I said, I fell asleep. He's like, see if they gave you the key. See if they gave you a key. Like, look how eager he is. And I'm just chilling. I'm like, I'm enjoying the break from DBD, right? So, just got a license for FMP, but I'm going to bed now. See, that's how nonchalant I am about it. I'm like, I just got a license from it, but I'm going to sleep. You know, he's like, let's go. And all right, good night. How do you like FMP? I'm like, I haven't tried it yet. He's like, all right. Again, have you tried FMP? I'm like, no. He's like, ah. And he's like, hey. I'm like, what's up? He's like, what are you doing? It's like, he's actually kind of harassing me about like, how so eager to get me to try FMP. I'm like, oh, I'm fighting copyright strikes. He's like, oh, fun. So then I show him the menu of FMP that I used it, that I got in, and I show him a screenshot of the menu. And he's like, yo, let's go. Want to call, by the way? I'm on board. So I'm like, I'm tired now, you know, get some sleep. I'll message you later today. You know, it's like he wanted me to be on FMP more than I wanted to be on FMP. So what about all this? What about all this right here? They're not affiliated with us and are 100% malicious, fraudulent, spreading malware. Why didn't you tell me this, Luke? Why didn't you warn me about this? Are you trying to give me malware in my computer? Just like you're saying to the people that are here in my chat, you know, unless you don't like your PC, he's trying to give you malware, malware. It's like people just crying like racist when you say something that that they don't agree with. It's like, but where's the evidence of it? Anyway, that's all I wanted to show you. There's more I could show you, but like that should just sum it up right there. That was already 15 minutes. I'll see you guys later.